Nothing said on this podcast should be taken as legal, financial, or professional advice. These are our personal opinions. Relax.
Turn me up, yeah! Lace Winnie in the building, keep it real dope. Royce on the mic, talk spicy, no choke. Politics, petty pop, culture heat.
Yo, welcome to the Sidebar Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Royce.
Mr. Royce.
And I'm sitting across from the lovely, the beautiful, the talented Les Winnie.
Yes. We're in here again, and it's a lot of stuff going on. It's been a heavy week. I don't know. Do you feel it?
Yeah, it's been heavy and sluggish. Because
at the same time,
it's some shit that I think you would like to hear.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we started now Iran is saying, they about that life. Now they did come back and say, hey, this is really about, when they were saying death to America, it really mean they talking about Trump. They said this time we're not gonna miss. And we like, all right, Iran, as long as y'all know it ain't all of us.
Hey.
Death to America. MPs shouted in Parliament today. The Speaker had a warning for President Trump, who's been threatening to attack Iran again.
We know y'all got long range. We're like, hey, wait. Not everybody, not all of us. I heard death to him. I went, whoa. Who said that? That's what I'm saying. Who said it? Go after who said it.
Right. Don't do that. Don't start bombing bombs over Baghdad over here. Don't do that.
That's what it's been not. So it's Iran, Venezuela, Greenland. Like, it's Mexico is next. He talking about Cuba. That's too many.
Yeah. It's bad. He's playing like world Monopoly.
He is in the worst way possible.
Yeah, not in a good way.
He's not good at it. He's not very good at it. And that concerns me greatly with the way that things are starting to get out of hand. But one of the things that I will say is that they have backtracked on a couple of things as well. Because a lot of people are really scared about the Trump administration. But one thing about the Trump administration is they're dumb.
Allegedly.
Like, I think sometimes they're so scary that people forget they're dumb, though.
Yeah.
So then they start doing stuff and then they go, wait a minute, you know what? On the other hand,
yes,
maybe let's not do that. I'm like, how do you start something and then at the last minute you go, you know what? Maybe we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe we won't do that.
All that pump faking. Yeah, all that pump faking is nothing. It kind of reminds me of Again, Scary Movie 2, when she saw the monster, she was like, had her back against the wall, and then the monster was chasing a white girl, and there was a skeleton. And she was like, oh my God, help me. And she was like, God dang, it's always a white bitch, always screaming for help. She turned the corner. She was like, you scared of this? It's a bag of bones. Like, and that's the Trump administration. Like, it's a bag of bones.
That is the best. I couldn't explain it any better than that. You are absolutely correct. That's what they are. They're that bag of bones, or the Hana teriyaki or whatever the name was. And they are that type of scary. Because if they were competent, we should be terrified.
Yeah, they would have been took the guns. They would have been, fucked us all over and made us a cashless society and did a whole bunch of shit. But they're just incompetent. They're so much incompetent that I wanted to bring this to you. I saw an article, well, not an article, it was something on Facebook that said Trump renounced the 1960s civil rights movement and said it's discriminatory against white males. And I wanted to know, how did you feel about that? Because I know how I felt about it. I laughed. Because I thought, I was just like, he's not fucking serious, but he was.
So again, it made me very, very angry at the people who voted for him. Because it's not like he has not been saying this literally for years. So he absolutely, positively believes that. He believes that accountability is taking rights away from white people, as opposed to realizing, no, did you not realize nobody in your neighborhood was not white? Like, that never dawned on you. Know how much privilege you gotta have when you didn't look around. You know what? They all know. There are no Negroes around here. Then I wonder. I don't work with any Negroes. I don't know any Negro. Like, none.
None. And that doesn't. But when you turn on the TV, your favorite team is black. Your favorite everything, your cooks, the music, everything that you enjoy comes from us. From you even using the internet, from you even saying whatever the fuck you're saying and having a platform to say it on, it comes from us. We move the culture, period. We move the world. So it's just weird that they're trying to, I guess, reverse. They call it reverse discrimination, which I've never heard of in my life.
You've never heard of reverse racism?
I've heard of reverse racism, but I've also heard of Jesus Christ. I've never seen him. But it's just, I'm just saying, it's a lot of stuff that I've heard of that just, it doesn't mean it's real or it exists.
I mean, you're right. You're right. There's a lot of stuff that is going on that doesn't make any sense because, like I said, I've never seen reverse racism either. It does not exist. Because I was like, how is it that y'all are being discriminated against when y'all own pretty much everything? Most of the representatives are white men.
Yes.
Most of the Fortune 500 CEOs are white men.
Yes.
Most of the richest people in the world, especially in the U.S., let's not do the world. Let's do the U.S. Most of the richest people in the U.S. are white men. How are y'all losing? Like, who are you losing again? Like, I'm trying to figure out who's winning. If y'all are losing, who is winning?
I don't know.
It ain't us. That's all. It ain't.
No, it damn sure ain't us. We still out here just trying to eat.
Right.
We up here
trying. It ain't us.
Yeah, we trying to make a table. That's our focus. We need to make the table.
Hey, it's not us. I had to put some chapstick on. I felt like my lips was dry, and I feel like I already failed my New Year's resolution last week. But it's fine. I noticed it as we went, and you got to make a change.
You doing it. You do it.
Where
I'm
you
proud
can.
Of you. I'm proud of you.
It's one step at a time. And who else is making one step? I told you John Harbaugh was going to the Giants.
You did. You called that. And if I had a round of applause, I would.
Yeah, I told you. I knew it. Something just clicked. Like, he just fit better with the Giants. I feel like he feels probably that he has a better opportunity. Plus $100 million. That don't hurt.
At all. That's not.
Now, they did say it got a little testy because at the Ravens, John Harbaugh has like a very unique setup where he gets to go straight to the owner, which is not always the way it is. Because a lot of times you got to go through the general manager before you can get to the owner. That's not how it is with the Baltimore Ravens. So he actually can just have direct communication with the owner. So he has a lot of say-so in personnel, hires, and that's the Giants were like, oh, wait a minute. So they say it got a little testy because that's not how he typically operates. Now, they did change it so that he has more direct communication with the owner. We'll see how this goes because I honestly, as they got a nice new quarterback. Scatterboo is injured. I think he tore his ACL.
Yes.
So do I think that the Giants are going to do major things with John Harbaugh? No.
In the future, maybe.
I mean, a lot of people give him, I think, more credit than he deserves because he's blown so many double-digit leads in this league. It's not even funny. Like, how talented you have to be to blow that many double-digit leads and then put you on a losing team. They was already losing. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, maybe that's like, because I equate that to like white women. White women have like white women magic, like where all they have to do is cry and then they get the world. So maybe that's the equivalent for him being a white male. Is that what they be talking about? Like white cisgendered male or something? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the white privilege right there. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
You can do whatever the fuck you want, and everybody just be like, "Oh, it's John Harbaugh, bro."
That, and I know my heart goes. I'm not gonna Elon you, but my heart goes out to you.
That shit tickles me. Whenever I know it's not supposed to be funny, it's my brain. I have dark humor, but when I first seen that shit, I said, "Oh shit, this nigga's a Nazi."
Just in case you forgot, he was like, just in case you didn't realize that's where we're at. He called for white solidarity.
What is even that?
It is white. So according to him, because he a little remedial.
Yes.
According to him, white solidarity means that the white race needs to stick together because in a few years, white people are going to be in the minority, and they believe that if the Negroes, or the Hispanic community becomes a majority, they are going to be very detrimental to the whites.
Oh, no.
He believes that we are going to kill and be very mean to the whites. Oh. And he is afraid of that, I guess, karma.
Oh.
You're like, karma.
Yeah. No.
But that's what white solidarity. He's calling for white solidarity. They need to stick together. Stop all of this madness of the whites on the left and the whites on the right fighting each other. We need solidarity.
I see what he's doing. I see. See, when you do a bunch of bullshit, I get it. I'll be scared too. I'll be scared. But
yeah, you can't hold on to the bullshit. But yeah, I definitely, because them bills, I think y'all are cursed for real.
Yeah, man. That shit was bad. My heart goes out to Josh Allen. My heart goes out to Bills Mafia. That was so tough to watch. And we came back. We got jerked. We got a bunch, like the whole internet is on fire with that not even the pass interference. It was the catch interception shit. So it doesn't
But didn't they change that rule for y'all?
No, it happened to us. So with Patrick Mahomes, we were playing him last year, and the very same thing happened. But the ball went to, guess what? Patrick Mahomes, aka Kermit the Frog, and he fucking won. So when it happens to us, they want to make him the fucking James Harden, Allen Iverson of the NFL. That's what they want Josh Allen to be. Just great with no rings. Like, that's all they want him to be.
But is he him? Is he him? Because like there is no Patrick Mahomes in your way.
No, but there
Rookie.
are refs.
Rookie.
There are refs. Refs on the payroll. I can't wait for the 30 for 30 on the refs. I know that shit is going to be nasty. That documentary is going to be nasty. And then I realized, the NFL is sports entertainment. It's like the WWE now.
You think so? You think it's already written in stone of who is going to win? Like, well, it can't be the Broncos because he's out.
No. Oh,
so
who's out?
The quarterback is hurt.
I heard that
he's
was
not
fake.
Oh, I thought it was real. I thought he really was injured and he's not, like, he's done for the rest of the playoffs. That's what I thought. At least for the next game.
They said ESPN took that out. Like, that was by mistake or something like that. That's why I say it's sports entertainment. Like, I don't know.
If they took that out, then they put that out there, then it might be, because that's crazy.
It's nuts. I don't think, I'm not going to say it's scripted to the point that they like certain plays are going to be ran and to that extent, but it's scripted to the point that they have an outcome that they want. And I don't think the NFL is any different from anything else, from reality TV, from, like I said, WWE, from any of that stuff. I think it's very script based, and especially, and there was a theory that I heard from a coworker about the Dallas Cowboys, because I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I heard that Jerry Jones owns the rights to the Cowboys and the likeness and all that stuff. He's the only owner in the NFL that owns
does.
It. Yes. So
wow.
He will never win a Super Bowl.
Oh wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was. And I looked it up. It looks like the Broncos quarterback is actually injured. So he broke his ankle. He broke his ankle. He's actually injured. So that's
All they try to do is make him like fucking Jordan flu game shit. Like, come on, man. This man did not play a whole game with a broken ankle. Stop playing with me. That's
they
what I'm
trying.
saying.
They trying.
I don't like none of that shit. Josh Allen is him.
We good. But no, I don't think that Josh Allen, I feel like ever since they gave him the MVP last year, because I don't think he deserved it. So last year, I actually think they robbed Lamar. Lamar deserved the MVP last year. Not this year. Last year for sure. And they gave it to Josh Allen. And I think they want Josh Allen to be the great white hype. They want a white man who can run. They want a white man. Because, when you think of like a cornerback, you never think of a white. And there's just certain positions and certain types of quarterbacks, they don't think about a white Vic. And I think they want that. I think they want that to feel superior.
Ooh, a deeper, darker plot. Yeah. I can step aside of being a Bills fan and see that. I like that. I like where you're going. I'm here for a conspiracy theory now. I like that.
I like a good conspiracy theory too. You know how I get in my conspiracy bag every now and again, and I start thinking about things. But one of the things that I often think about, and this is something that I saw, political, going back to the politics. How would you feel? Let's say you need some money, right? Mm-hmm. So you need some money. And you say, you know what I got? I'm going to use the skills that I got in order to start making some money. And you live in Florida.
Okay.
And the skill that you have, you like to do things with your feet. And you're like, hey, I'm going to get on OnlyFans. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to sell feet porn, feet pics, whatever, feet fetish content.
Okay.
And the state now says one of the ways we're going to try to get this deficit down is we are going to add a sin tax. I'm going to take 50% of your income if you do something that is, I guess, sinful.
Wait, what?
Would you like that? Would you be okay? Would you be cool?
Fuck no. Like, that's my money. It's my feet. I'm putting in this work. Like, the fuck? Hell nah, man. You better go on somewhere and go play in traffic. The fuck are you doing? All these pedicures I be getting, like manicures and shit. Come on, bro. Nah.
It's a new thing. So they have a gubernatorial race. And for those of you that be like, oh, that's a big word. That just means they have a governor's race that's coming up. And one of the candidates who is running, he is proposing one of the ways in order to, one, help, cultural degeneracy, and to put a little money in the pockets of Floridians, is to tax OnlyFans creators. Because OnlyFans creators, what city do OnlyFans creators love?
They love Miami. Miami is like the second home to porn. Like, seriously.
Great weather.
Yeah.
Assholes don't dry out when you got them out in the air when you're in Miami because of the water. You know what I mean? The water, the moisture in the air would help. So I've been told. You know what I mean? I don't know. So I've been told.
Oh, so you don't know?
I don't know personally, but so I've been told.
What a winky dink. How convenient is that?
I heard it's good for the skin. You know what I mean? I don't know. So I've been told. But it's outrageous. So the Republican that is actually proposing this is James Fishback. So he says that this would be taxable money. It would go towards the state's educate. You suck at that for a book. Like the kids.
Come on. Nah. Because they putting too much. So here's the thing. Okay. If you're going to make money off the backs of labor, who's to stop them? Like, who's to stop? Who's to say it stops at sex? Because now it's like, okay, you're a doctor. And now, because Miami is big on plastic surgery, so now you're a doctor. And so we're going to start taxing doctors and plastic surgeons and anything that is aesthetically pleasing or improving of people. We're going to put a 50% tax on that and call it a aesthetic tax. Like, who's to stop this from happening? And it's just going to continue. The principles that America was founded on, they don't even live by them. Like, I just don't understand that shit. This is supposed to be no tax place. Of course, I know I'm not oblivious and stupid. Like, I understand the reason and purposes for taxes, but you can't just pull shit out your ass and be like, here you go. We need some extra money just because you don't want to raise taxes or you don't want to add a state tax because Florida doesn't have a state tax.
Right.
So, come on, man.
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Be right back.
Oh, okay. So I wanted to ask you specifically because I see a lot of Black people in general. We love to coin a phrase, and we coin a lot of phrases like demure and a bunch of other shit that I can't really think of right now. But one that really comes to mind, that really sticks out to me, is I love that for you. And I feel like I love that for you has reached this villain arc because it has now taken the place of if that was me, or if you love it, if you like it, I love it. I don't feel like that phrase is really what it is or what it was, what it once was, because I love that for you just seems like a slap in the face. It seems like it's some shit like, if you really into that shit, I mean, not me, but couldn't be me. It just seems like some hater shit now. And I could be wrong and I could be off, but I just feel like if you are going to ask me, hey man, what's new? And then I tell you what's new, and then you just like, I love that for you. I'm just like, all right.
But they can't actually love that for you. Like, I love that for you.
I do.
Like, that's why I think the problem is with a lot of these phrases is that we're texting now. It is very hard to understand the context when you're texting somebody.
That is true.
Because if I say, you say, hey, you know what? I'm going to be on the Golden Globes. And I go, oh my God, I love that for you. Is a lot different than, oh, I love that for you.
That's true.
It's a very different thing.
Tonality.
I don't love that phrase. You're right. Because every time most people that I know have ever said that, it was never because I really love that for you. Like it's most of the time it's, oh, I love that for you.
Yeah. Some underhanded shit.
Yeah. It's like, I love that for you. Because we don't even talk like that.
No.
As a people, that's some in the office.
And I'm not going to say that. Y'all know where I was going with it. I ain't going to say it. I ain't going to say it. But yeah. Everybody got to eat. Everybody need a job. It is tough when you have a diet of that, when it's 8 hours of the day, 5 days a week, you just kind of pick up on it. And you just be like,
of microaggressions.
Yeah. It's like, you don't really love that. You don't even like me. Like, so don't tell me you love something for me.
But okay. Would you rather them just tell you the truth or just be like, oh,
I'm not one of the last, but I'm one of the few who would take criticism. So I would much rather you be 100% honest and straightforward than to just be like, beat around the bush. Like, I don't want that. Just say, hey man, I'm happy for you. Glad that's going your way. Next subject, next topic, whatever the case may be. But most people just want to, like we've said before, it's so performative. It's even performative at work. And it's just so, it makes me sick. I be sick of people. Like, that shit be irking my fucking nerve. You're not like this. You're not like this at home. You're not like, you name how many times you've said that phrase. Because it's not of you. It's not.
I just side conversation. I'm terrible at hiding emotions. Like that's just not who I am. Like I'm the person who's like, God damn, I don't want to play poker with you because or maybe I do want to play poker with you because I know what type of hand you have. Like my face is, I'm always the person who's like, you got to fix your face. You have got to, like, I have a very expressive face. So if I'm disgusted, you're probably going to know that I'm disgusted. If I'm angry, you're probably going to know that I'm angry. So I try to just be quiet. So at work, quiet. Just quiet. And then if they say something, I'd look away. Because you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, if I look at you, you gonna know.
Yeah. It's written all over your face.
Right.
You don't have to say a word.
I hate backhanded, and I also hate backhanded compliments in general. Like I am like you. If you're not gonna give me a compliment, just shut the fuck up. Like,
yeah.
I've heard things like, oh, when I was bigger, oh, you're pretty for a big girl.
What?
I've heard you're pretty for a black girl. I've heard, oh, you're smart for, like, you're smarter than you look. I've heard it all. All backhanded compliments.
What the fuck does that even mean?
You're smarter than you look.
Yeah.
I guess I look like I was dumb than a bitch. I don't
know. Wow. But you know the ironic part is, and this is why they so scared, and I'm assuming this is a white person?
You're smarter than you look was a black man.
Whoa.
You're pretty for a black girl. The woman was Arabic, maybe, or Indian. Not really sure her racial identity. And yes, for a fact, a big girl. No, also, I've had black men say that to me.
See, so here's my thing when it comes, because I made a post about this. I don't trust niggas or black people, black men who don't fuck with big girls. I say this only because you're lying. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to the world as if big girls, and I'm not putting on a cape or nothing. I love big women. Like, big women are fucking fine. That face card.
And if you put on a cape, who gives a fuck? Put the cape on.
That face card, though.
But that was a whole conversation that I just so happened to glance past a male podcast. But I try not to watch podcasts that are majority men. I just try to skip them. But that was the question that was asked. I think it was Paul Pierce.
Oh, my God.
It was Paul Pierce.
This guy.
And they were having a conversation about face, would you rather have a very attractive partner or a partner that had a really nice body? And Paul Pierce said he wants a partner that had a really nice body. He's like, I don't really care about the face. Nah. And the men that were around him were saying, no, you don't want to turn around and you see somebody be like, ooh,
Yeah, listen.
But he was saying you can put makeup on and all this other stuff in order to compensate.
No, you cannot. You cannot fix a face. You can fix a body. If you deem it to be fixed, you can fix a body, but you can't fix whatever you born with. You can't fix that. Like, no matter, you can't put makeup on a pit bull. You can't do that. That shit ain't gonna be fire, man. Like, the face card is where. Have you ever looked at something that was unattractive and it pissed you off? Do you want to wake up to that every day? Like, you wake up, like, fuck. Like, you see, come on, man. Oh, but her body nice, though. Them titties, though. Like, bruh, no. I would never. To me, that's the equivalent of hustling backwards. I would never. Give me the face card that never declines.
But just because you're a bigger woman doesn't mean you don't have a nice body, though.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
You can have a nice body and be a big. I've seen it.
And those are the ones I'm speaking to. Jill Scott. Those are the ones I'm talking about. And I had a couple of exes like that. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, that's why I don't trust niggas that don't fuck with big girls. It's something. I don't trust niggas that don't fuck with big girls and don't take care of their kids. I can't be friends with you. It's just weird to me. I just
as you should, because that makes a ton of sense. But again, this is what happens when men get on podcasts unattended by themselves and they start talking like We're going to talk about Tap Dance Steven. And we're going to talk about Nclecta Newton. Sir Nclecta Newton. That is what we going to talk about today. So Stephen A is a very curious case. These are two very different black men, but both black male podcasters. So they have the black male podcast syndrome. Okay. Mm-hmm. So that is BMS. They have BMS, which is, I think it should be studied. I think we need to put more money in it for sure. So Stephen A has gone back on his podcast again to pretty much shit on black women running for office again. He's also sided with ICE, saying that the shooting of Renee Good was in fact justified. I don't know what is wrong with Stephen A. You cannot uplift HBCUs and then turn around and be so anti-black. ICE is profiling people based on race alone. And for you to say that the things that they're doing is justified is insane, especially when you see the video.
I saw the video on numerous occasions. And seeing what transpired from a lawful perspective, as it pertains to a law enforcement official, don't expect him to be prosecuted. He was completely justified. Black people don't like me. I'm from Hollis, Queens, bro. I'm from the streets of New York City. I go to the streets of America everywhere.
Crazy work that you would sit on your podcast platform and ruin your reputation just for a check. Because that's what this is. Like, he's out there doing that. I got a chance to meet Stephen A in December. And so I put in, because you would win a seat based on the question you were going to ask. So I put my question in. And they picked me. So I got tickets. I went, because you get at least two. So I went to this event. I was in his audience. We got there late. I ain't gonna hold you. We got there late, but they let us in. So we got a chance to actually sit in the control room. So I was actually in there with his producers.
Oh.
Good luck, maybe. I don't know. So I was in there with the producers in the control room. So I'm kind of like listening, trying to see what they doing and like, all right, what they talking about. Jim Clyburn was late. So Stephen A was again on his tirade about capitalism and him running for president, which he has now even ramped up even more, that he may run for president in 2028. The whole show goes on. I don't get a chance to ask my question because Clyburn was late. So he starts taking calls as well and not just taking people in the audience. Mm-hmm. So he was nice enough to stay after because there was a lot of people there. And he said, you know, if you have questions for me, ask them. So I was a little hesitant at first. Everybody's asking him questions. Then it gets to a point where he's like, oh, I got to get ready to go. But I'll ask, take another question. This will be my last question. And I said, I want to ask you a question. And the question that I asked him had nothing to do with the question that I was going to ask. Because the question I was going to ask was to Representative Clyburn. And this is why they didn't get to my question. Ask Representative Clyburn how they're going to rectify in the Democratic Party having such an older subset of people with this new generation. Like, there's a clash. How do you rectify that? How do you get the older generation to step down without pushing them out, right? And alienating them altogether? Because it backfired with Biden.
Yeah.
So I said, I know earlier in the conversation he was talking about capitalism and how he's rich now. He said that multiple times, how much money he has. I'm rich. And then, if I ran for president, I wouldn't have to worry about that because I'm rich. The only reason why I wouldn't run for president is because I would have to get rid of some of my money. And I love my money now that I'm rich. He said that so many times. And so I asked him about his thoughts pretty much on, honestly, I don't remember the exact question that I asked him, but it stemmed around capitalism. So basically I told him, I was like, as one of those people, because he was also talking about liberals, I was like, I guess I would be the liberal. Like, I am one of those liberals that you're talking about that believes that everybody should have health care, because he also said that's not really a possible thing. And so him and I got into a tiff back and forth about capitalism. He was like, well, since you are a liberal, then I guess that means that you want socialism and you want everything to be paid for and commanded by the government. And then you want to take all of my money from me and give it to other people. Wait a minute. He also said you want to have open borders and you just want to let in immigrants. And I was like, whoa. That's not what I said. I said, first of all, unfettered capitalism does not work. It is not sustainable. We have proven that it is not sustainable. We've seen the stock markets crash before. It is not sustainable. And Americans, by and large, like socialism. Things like Medicaid and Medicare are the most popular programs in the United States, and they are considered socialism.
Yes.
So him and I are going back and forth about what is socialism and how does that work. And when I tell you, he ended up ending saying, well, I don't have all the answers. At that point, because the people around me, which mind you, these are his guests, are agreeing with me. Ooh. Now, I know.
Shit.
Because after that happened, he went, I don't have all the answers, but I gotta go because I'm gonna miss my flight. Now he did stand around, which I found weird, because he did stand around to take pictures with people leaving, and his manager said, I hope this is not the last time we see you. I hope you come back. And I was like, yeah, sure. I would definitely come back, even though after he said what he said the other day, I think Stephen A needs to shut the fuck up. Like, this is just my personal opinion. I think he needs to shut the fuck up. And I think that we need to start telling these people, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I'm with it. I'm all for it. There's so many things here. So on the surface, I'm afraid to be so successful that I become blatantly and oblivious and ignorant. And it's scary to be so detached from reality and to be so removed from what's actually happening. And I don't see how someone can live that way, but I get how someone can live that way because of capitalism, and they benefit and profit off of capitalism. And it doesn't surprise me. Because we've had that in slavery times. We've had the one black guy that wanted to be in the house and wanted to be with the white man. We sick, boss. Us is hungry. Us is poor. It ain't no us and we and the capital. Soon, look what they did to Shannon. Look what they did to Michael Jackson. Look what they did to Prince. Well, whether you agree with how they are as a person or an individual, the more you try to be like them niggas, the more they remind you that you are a nigga, period. And I don't know what Stephen A's issue is, but he is a fucking asshole. There's no way that you can sit here and say Renee's killing was justified. There's no way you can sit here and say, I love my money when people are poor and hungry and homeless, and it's no way. And I know DC got homeless. They be out on the street. So it's no way you can drive by in your nice car and feel good about yourself. It's just no way. You got to have some kind of common decency within you now.
But the craziest part about Stephen A is he's one of those bootstrap people. I came from nowhere. So if I did it,
do it too.
You can do it. And if you don't do it, it means you're not trying hard enough.
And that's not true at all. There's so many different X variables that take place in people's lives. It's so ignorant to say that. I hate that. And I hate that we are echoing those sentiments. I really don't like our black men or women to be doing that shit, because Sidebar, they trying to bring down Serena Williams for being with a white guy and all this other shit. That's a whole different thing to me. love is something that it's a touchy subject. It's hard to, I understand why people go where they go, but it's touchy. But you can't just sit up here and say, I did it so you can do it too. Everybody isn't afforded the same opportunities. Everybody doesn't start at the same time. It's just some shit, the stars, the planets, and all them shits align up just for you, and you get through the door. And that's all that it is. And it's okay. Because that's the way capitalism is set up. But don't come back to the high school and be like, you could be like me. No, nigga, I can't. I can't read, nigga. Like, it's hard.
Right.
Like, I can't comprehend what I'm reading. So I can't be like you. I'm not
Right.
6'9", 250 fucking pounds, and I can't jump out the gym. I can't do what the fuck you do, and it's okay.
Right. And I think too many people don't understand that. And there's too many people that are willing to turn a blind eye because they did make it. And like you said, they overlook all of those because nobody wants to believe that their success story has a bit of chance in it, that they were lucky, because somehow they feel like it means that they weren't as worthy, they didn't work as hard. And I was like, no, that's life. Just because you had some variable of chance that happened to you and that's how you got there doesn't equate you still being very good at what you do or a hard worker. Now, Stephen A., and before I talk about Nclecta Newton, don't run. Do not run. I know the presidential filing deadlines is not until 2027. Do not embarrass yourself like that, because you are going to find out, like every other black man besides Barack Obama who ran, you aren't it, my guy.
At all.
Black people don't like you enough, and I'm going to tell you to your face.
Black people don't like me? I'm from Hollis, Queens, bro.
White people don't like you. They using you. They not going to vote for you. They will not vote for you. And black people do not like you. Don't run. Don't run. We don't want to see it. Now, Nclecta. Listen, baby, I've had this conversation a couple times with a couple different people. The fact that y'all are just finding out that Shannon Sharp and Cam Newton are terrible interviewers is crazy to me. It should not take all of these interviews for you to go, you know what? This is kind of like they lost control of the interview. Like Cam Newton has lost control of his interviews at least twice. This is back to back. Yeah. Where the women sitting on his show took over his show, and he thought that he could talk over them and he could tell them what to say and embarrass them because he's one of them alpha males that thinks he's smarter than women, even though he probably spent the majority of his life getting hit in the head. And I'm not saying because you get hit in the head, you can't understand good. You can't comprehend good. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying some of y'all who maybe lead with the head and the tackle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe can't comprehend and or spell or read.
Allegedly.
At all. Now, listen, Cam, you weren't 100% wrong when she asked you to give her a word, an adjective. Mm-hmm. You weren't wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
But eclectic is not a word. You could have just said, I don't know what the word is.
Man, no, that's not me.
Well, how would you describe your style in one word? That's an adjective.
Can I use a word that I've already used?
Sure, of course.
Eclectic.
Say it again.
Nclectic.
It's eclectic.
Well, the heavy on the N because
there's no N in it.
No. It's my word.
Oh, let's unpack this. Okay, got it. Yeah. Sure word.
Nclecta.
Spell it for me.
Nclecta.
Okay.
Nclectic.
Eclectic.
Do you want to know what the N stand for?
Niggatry. I know it's a new word. We got to hit up Webster.
No, we ain't got to hit up nobody.
Oxford, nobody.
Why would we do that? Do they relate to us?
I'm pretty big on words. It's kind of how I make my money, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool, but you just use people that don't have Thanksgiving morals that I have.
Let me correct you. This is what he said. He said Nclecta.
Nclectic.
Nclectic.
Yeah, it's his word.
That he spelled incorrectly.
When you don't have a grasp of the English language, even if you were to spell this wrong, let's say you were making up a new word, there is no word in the English language that I'm aware of where N and C are together and it makes a word.
Nclectic.
You're right.
It's none. It's none. So that further lets me know, context clues lets me know that you can't read, my guy.
Nclectic.
Like reading is not a strong suit for you. So I've never seen a word start with N and the second word letter be a C. So listen, Lady London is a gorgeous woman. She's dope. She's a dope MC. I understand what it's like to be in the presence of greatness like that. And you want to showcase that, hey, I'm great too, and I'm amazing. And but that ain't it, brother. You can't do that. You just can't. And it goes back to our conversation when we were talking about journalism and bringing it back, and like people actually learning how to interview people, because there's an art to it. It's not just, so let me just read you these questions. And it's not that. It's an art. You make it a conversation. You add style, you add flair, you add all this stuff to it, and you make it your own. But just to have somebody just be like, oh, so tell me, so what make you wanna read? What make you wanna be a rapper? Like, and I love Shannon.
And everybody knew what you were talking about. Everybody knew.
So tell me. So you never seen nobody steal no joke? Come on, steal no joke. Come on, brother. And it's not the fact that he's Southern. It's none of that. It's the fact that there's no style to it. There's no art. There's no creativity. He's literally reading from a card.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. There's no purpose to the interview. So he didn't make those questions. Anytime you interview somebody, there's a purpose for the interview. Even as the interviewer, there's something that you are trying to get to. There is a certain message you are trying to get out of the interview. And a lot of people who are now interviewing, who used to be on the other side, are not used to being in the background. Cam Newton doesn't know how not to be the star. Cam Newton does not know how to shut up. He does not know how to give the shine to his guests. The whole purpose of you having guests on your show is to get more information from them. I don't need to know your story. You done told us about the time you lost the Super Bowl 27 times. I don't need to know about your daddy and your mom. You done told us 27 times. I don't need to hear that every time you're interviewing somebody. The problem is that we have too many celebrities who do not know how to take a back seat in an interview. And then the people who are now trying to interview celebrities don't realize that they want to be stars too. So they think, oh, if I interview them, I'm going to be. That's not how this works. So if you're going to get into the era of journalism, you want to be good. Like a lot of the people you see, like Oprah was a journalist first. She wasn't a celebrity. She was a journalist. So when she was interviewing people like Princess Diana and all the people she interviewed, there was something she wanted her audience to hear. This is the whole purpose of this interview. By the end of it, I want everybody to know more about your childhood. When she was interviewing Kamala Harris, I want more people to find you more likable. So I'm going to find ways to connect you to the audience. That's a great interviewer. That is how you build your interview. You sit down, you build your questions, and you get a whole theme of how we get there and slowly build on it. But that's not where we at. If you don't even understand that two consonants don't go together, how you gonna build?
Nclecta.
He's Nclecta. So he can wear all the outfits he wants. I'm not judging him. Being Nclecta is what he is.
That sounds like
all he wanted to know. All he was trying to let everybody know is that my style comes from different places, right? Like I get a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and that makes me unique. But when your goal is to try to embarrass a woman because you think she's attractive and you want to one up her, because all he had to do was say, you know what? Oh, you right. He could have played it off.
That's it. That's it. She would
And
have
then
rocked with it.
right. And these are the same men that follow Cam Newton. Is the same one saying, you know, because these females out here, these females.
That ain't it. See, them niggas can't read. See, that's what y'all you not getting it. You getting advice or hearing stuff from dudes that can't read. Nclecta sounds like a drug with a bunch of side effects.
It does. Somebody made this. It was a hilarious skit in Nclecta as a medicine, and it was like you will have the audacity, and it was hilarious. I have to find and I'll send it to you because it's absolutely hilarious. But yes, just like I know with your topic, we want to talk about mediocrity. You know, this is a lot of people clapping and applauding, and that's what this is. It's giving him because he has a platform. We don't have any great interviewers anymore. There are no more Oprah Winfrey's.
No. Dan Rathers. Gail is the last one. Yeah. I laughed at R. Kelly. R. Kelly was funny.
Robert.
I thought that was funny. And it's not because I like R. Kelly or nothing like that. I just thought it was funny altogether. Again, my humor is dark. So I think shit like that is funny to me. I don't know how to hog tie people. That shit is funny to me. I fight for my life.
Robert.
Like a slave. But for me, though, mediocrity is something that is real today. It's because I had this conversation with with a couple of my coworkers, and I was asking them, when, and even my wife, when do you tell your kids that they suck at something? At what point do you tell them, hey man, I don't think basketball is for you, brother. I think you might want to just stick to the books. Or do you just keep pushing them to AAU practice? Do you just keep pushing them to try out for different things versus just supporting mediocrity? And I think that's what it is today. I think that's what's happening. Everybody got participation trophies. Everybody got perfect attendance certificates. Everybody got all of these accolades for just being regular, for existing, for doing something you're supposed to do. We have men and women who just always want to celebrate the fact that, I paid my bills and I get money. I saved this. I did that. You're supposed to. You are supposed to pay your bills on time. You're supposed to pay your rent, your mortgage, whatever the fuck else bills that you created. And it translates over to content creation. Mm-hmm. And I feel like today now, either you're one or two things. You're either a makeshift QVC person and you selling stuff online, or you're trying to do like us. And we're in the realm, but I think it's more of a passion thing that what we do is more, we really love it. And we have an idea of what, kind of what journalism is. I think a lot of these niggas really just get a fucking 2 mics or a mic and start and hit record and a couple lights in the background. And I'm going to tell you, I don't understand. This is a perfect example. I don't understand why there is a sector of the music world where they tell you, they react to music. I don't understand. You're telling me I can hear it. So why the fuck are you telling me what? And you pausing it. He went crazy. What? I heard it. Now I gotta sit here and watch you react to what the fuck is happening?
I don't think it's the participation trophies that did it. I think it's the change in society as a whole. So here's what I mean. So starting in the early 2000s, they said that there was a decline in literacy, right? So Gen Z, and this is not a knock on Gen Z, birth to love y'all. But Gen Z will be the first generation in history that is less intelligent than the previous. And a lot of it came from the fact that we don't teach kids the same things anymore, because when technology advances and you don't still continue to feed the brain, you lose pieces of it. I don't know if a lot of people realize that if you don't use your brain, and that's why when you're younger, you have way more synapses firing off in your brain because you have a ton and you're using them and you're learning and you're walking and you first learning how to speak. And that's why you, in those first 5 years, that's when you really need to be teaching. Like if you want your kid to learn an instrument, start early. If you want them to learn a second language, start early. It's not that you can't, but it's a lot easier when you have all those synapses firing off in your brain. As you get older, you don't use the stuff as much, right? You're not as curious. So they die and you don't have them. So I think that's what's happening. We're not teaching our kids as much anymore. And so now you don't have the same level of creativity. And then they also grew up in a surveillance state. So now they don't want to be creative. In order to be creative, you have to be cringy. You got to fuck up. You got to be bad. You need to be ugly sometimes. And they don't have the space in order to do that. You can't have creative stuff going on when you afraid to look stupid and everybody wants to do the same thing that everybody else is doing, because what if I put it out there and I suck? Now, as far as the gatekeepers, I think gatekeepers were good and bad. Because when you look back at television and the things that we had, and even the music artists we had, the gatekeepers picked them, but it wasn't always based on the right reasons.
Yeah.
Right. So they would pick people based on what they thought, in a lot of cases, what white America wanted. And then black people just had to kind of like fill in the gaps. But now that we as the community can pick our own people by social media, like if we see somebody put a SoundCloud out there, we can support that artist. The issue is that with the gatekeepers, you needed talent.
Yeah.
Now you don't. Like all you have to do is like, because Whitney Houston had talent.
Yes.
And even with as much talent as she had, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, because Whitney Houston was entertaining as fuck. So I maybe she could have probably got on social media.
She would have killed it.
Yeah. Like maybe she not maybe she not the best example of this. But you get what I'm saying. So there's a lot of people like maybe like a Mariah Carey who doesn't, even though she's also very entertaining, but she seems to be a little bit more standoffish. May not have been Mariah had she had to come out in this new era. So I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on that, because the gatekeepers, they were good and bad. But also, I think also with the death of the gatekeeper or opening up the floodgates to everybody, I think it's like sensory overload now. Now we just got a whole bunch of people that can do something very well. And now I got like 20 of them over here that can do the one thing very well. And then I got 20,000 people over here who think they can do the thing over here very well. But my algorithm is giving me the 20,000 people versus the 20 people that can actually do the one thing very well. So it's fucked up, because you got to battle the algorithm versus actual talent versus actual gatekeepers. And I think that's why, in my opinion, that the death of the megastars, it's done.
Oh yeah.
It's a wrap. Like we will never, not even in movies. I don't even think movies will have another megastar. This era of Denzel Washington, this era of Brad Pitt, this era of these sort of superstars is dead. Like there was this dude, the dude that did the new Willy Wonka. He's apparently
Timothy Chalamet.
Yes, he's apparently a big deal. I didn't know that. I've seen Dune. I didn't know that was him. I was like, oh, this movie fire as fuck. Like these new superstars or these new stars will only just be stars. They will not, in my opinion, because TV is dying. And the way Drewski has just elevated sketch comedy to a whole new height, to the point that my parents know who Drewski is. That's like, Like that's different now. And he's not on TV. This is all YouTube. So he's a different type of star, superstar.
Agreed. And I think that they still should be different because I know a lot of times we want to merge them into one thing. Yes. I couldn't agree with you more. I don't think that there will be, especially when you look at the music industry, like the lifespan of a music artist now is like 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
5 years max. Like in the music, it's temporary.
Yes.
So as much as Cardi is really entertaining, she's one of the ones that use social media to her advantage. And this is why we kind of like know her so well. It has its good and its bads. I'm sure Cardi B agrees with that as well. But on the flip side of that, when you look at her older music, are we still listening to Bodak Yellow? Would you go back and say, you know what, dig in the crates and play me some Bodak Yellow? Like the music is temporary.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of songs that people will go back after you've listened to them and play them again. A lot of the kids don't listen to the full song any fucking way. Like whatever the TikTok dance is, they know the hook. And that's it. It's like, I only know the hook. So yeah, the megastars are dying because our attention spans are also dying. So it's like we on to the next thing. Like I've seen it already. Back in the day, we waited. We didn't get a movie from the movie theater for like a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it wasn't like, hey, it's out in the movie 2 days later. It's on Netflix. Like we waited.
Yeah.
The album, we listened to that album for a year
Yeah.
or more.
For real. For real. It took about a year for a rollout for an album.
Yes.
It took a year.
And now you can just, the album is just out. Like A$AP Rocky dropped the album. I didn't even know.
I just realized that shit because they've been mixing the Clips verse. The Clips verse of Ace trumpets with some A$AP Rocky song that's on his new album. I didn't even know. And that's how they promote now.
I didn't know because the only way I knew is because he was on Saturday Night Live. And I was like, oh, that's A$AP Rocky. What he doing?
Oh.
That is how I found out he had an album coming. I was like, what is Beyonce, like not Beyonce, look, what is Rihanna Baby Daddy doing on Saturday Night Live?
I thought they was married.
No, they're not married yet.
Oh,
but I was like, what is
that's crazy.
Like, I mean, I don't think they're married. I could be wrong.
I mean, regardless, it's still funny.
But they're basically like Rihanna's husband. What is Rihanna's husband doing on Saturday Night Live?
That's crazy. Because I wouldn't have known that had you not said nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like the rollout is dead. The superstar is dead. Like you're going to have to find a different way now. Like a completely different way.
Question of the day.
We went around the mulberry bush today. We were going to talk about, is it time to buck the system? But I don't think we really have the time to do that because we're out there protesting. We talked about ICE in the beginning of the show and how ICE in Minneapolis right now is crazy.
Yeah.
Another person got shot. They have deployed tear gas on literal children, like in the person's car. A 6-month-old baby had to be rushed to the hospital because they put tear gas in the car. And these are Black Americans. We're not talking about Black Americans that was just trying to get home.
Yeah.
Like it's starting to get to the point where it's crazy. We're seeing people who are January 6th are out there trying to do pro ICE rallies and they fucked him up. They fucked him up to the point where two young Black men had to save this motherfucker.
Damn.
To get him out of there because they fucked him up. Mind you, because all the shit was going on, Tim Walz has now deployed or activated the National Guard. I don't know if now Trump will now federalize the National Guard and then turn the National Guard against the people. Who the fuck knows? Right? So my thing was, is it time to buck the system? Meaning we need to do something else. In history, and I am not advocating for violence in any way, shape, or form. I'm going to say that again. I am not advocating for violence in any way, shape, or form. However, there has never been a time in history where we got change that did not have tension and or violence.
Mm-hmm.
It has never happened. If you think of anything in history, even with the civil rights movement, it wasn't necessarily Dr. King. So shout out to him, his birthday passed.
Yeah.
Dr. King, which we need to talk about Georgia, because honestly, sidebar. Okay, hold on. Georgia. Why does Dr. Martin Luther King weekend turn into debauchery?
What?
Like, why is it that it's the freak in the club, he on the fly? Like, what's going on in Georgia? Why?
It's like the episode of the Boondocks. If Martin Luther King came back. What are you niggas doing? I don't know. Georgia's just not a real place. Atlanta specifically. It's just it's just not real. It's like Hogwarts for black people.
Like, I know that's his hometown, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's
y'all don't have to do that. Not for Martin Luther King. Like, you know what I mean? Like he didn't want this. This was not his dream. But anyway, even when you look at what he did, the violence wasn't coming from him, but he used the violence with television in order to get white people to go, oh shit, they sicking dogs on niggas. Like, that's how he was able to get them to go, oh, well, maybe, I don't want the Negroes in my neighborhood, but we don't want the dogs biting them.
Mm-hmm.
So there was always a use of force or some type of something in order to push change. So my question was, when is it time to finally come together? Because we've not even come together to create a strategy. Like, who is the leader?
Yeah.
Who the leader of the fucking movement? Like, where they at? It don't have to be one, but where are the leaders in the fucking movement for change? Because we've been talking about change. The people on the left been talking about change for a long time. I ain't seen one goddamn leader. Like, I've not seen one.
It's not one. I don't think one exists. I'm sorry to say, I don't know if it'll ever happen, because what system, every system that we try to buck, people want to be a part of it. Like, people want dibs. So it's kind of like tough. It's like niggas' uncles and shit be police and joining ICE and shit like that. So it's kind of tough to like buck a system that you're actually trying to assimilate. You're actually trying to be a part of. Like,
that is true.
I don't understand how you can dislike Mexicans but eat tacos. Like, I just don't understand it. It's just, I don't know when we can buck a system. I would love to. I'm all for it. But even put it like this.
Okay.
Media is a system.
Mm-hmm.
You can say.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new Black Panther Party out there.
Mm-hmm.
And they are, the first headline that I read, it said, these are not the same Black Party members of old. What the fuck does that even mean? Are they Black Panthers or not? Like,
that's right.
Like, what are you trying to do right now? Like, and I know the Black Panthers didn't write that. It's the media. It's the system. So you're trying to already put me in a space where I'm just like questioning, are these niggas gonna come shoot me? Like, if you're ignorant, you would think that as a Black person. Oh, these niggas, these aren't the Black Panthers of old. So what they come to do? Because we, just like last episode, illiterate, ignorant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You just go off of headlines and that's it. So I don't know if we can even have a leader. I don't know if we can even buck a system. Like we're slaves to systems. We spend our whole existence overcoming systems. And you're right. White people, I think that's white people's love language. It's violence.
Yes. And that's why when
they understand.
I agree. In some ways, I think that especially the powers that be, the white people powers that be, like there has always been some level of violence that that's the only time, or the threat of Like, oh my gosh, because the only time the NRA has ever backed gun restrictions, speaking of the Black Panthers, was in the 60s when Black people got guns.
Yep. Scared them shitless.
Or the threat of that is the only time where they think, oh, they could do some shit. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh. So at some point, and we gonna end on this. I'm not saying that y'all necessarily have to do it now, but we need something. Like, we need to set up groups in different states. We need those states to talk to each other. We need a form of communication. We need a newsletter. What's the name of the movement? Who are your leaders? Who are your thought leaders in this movement? And we need y'all to figure that out, because if y'all are just protesting to protest, it's not going to get anywhere. That is not how you get change. You have to start having demonstrations. You have to do, maybe you got to do some sit-ins. Maybe you have to, block something. I don't know, but you're going to have to do something. So I would highly recommend you reading Parting the Waters by Taylor Branch, which will tell you how speaking of which, see, I'm doing this on purpose. Dr. Martin Luther King was able to really sustain his movement. Read that book. You can also read Bearing the Cross by David Garrow, which also talks about how the Montgomery was a launch pad and how they were able to sustain that movement through a lot of problems, controversy, the strategy they used, and sustaining that movement through all the crises that came to be. We got to do something, because just standing outside is not enough.
That ain't the
It's
movie.
not enough at this point, because I don't know. We might not even be here if Iran. I wish they would figure that out, because I need to know if I need to go to work next week. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this is going to be it, is we really going to work? You know what I'm saying? Like, if
DC going to be a wasteland, apparently. I mean, it's either DC or Mar-a-Lago.
I tell you this, why don't y'all call him over there? Y'all can figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Like, call him over there, figure that out over there. Because when Greenland, they over there talking about nuck if you buck, and them, they reindeer people. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how did you piss them off? I never even heard them speak until they're like, oh, okay, what is going on? Like, we don't like him over here. Like, oh, okay. We don't like him either.
I ain't seen that nigga go nowhere in a minute.
Man, it might be Weekend at Bernie's. Like, he fell asleep. You saw that little girl. It was a little white girl. He had it in the office. He's falling asleep. He passed gas. The little girl, like, I want to go. Like, it was like, why we? He looking out the window in the middle of the meetings. Like, I think it's Weekend at Bernie's at this point. I think he up out.
I heard he got cussed out at the Ford plant.
Yeah, he did.
That was funny. Funny.
It was hilarious. They were trying to get rid of. They were trying to get rid of that person, but the union stepped in and it was like, nah.
No, Mr. Postman. No.
Call him a pedo protector if he won't.
Yeah, he can do what he want. Union got his back.
Yeah, I was saying, like, you should have said, that's why you Nclecta. Like, what you call me? Like, it's
Nclecta will give you bloody diarrhea, bloody stool, itchy. Like, what the fuck? Come on, man.
Yeah, and Ludacris, fucking better.
Oh yeah, Ludacris, Luda.
He's like, oh, it was a scheduling issue. I'm like, bullshit.
Bullshit.
There wasn't no scheduling issue, but Nelly was like, yeah, no, I'm over here with these Air Force Ones because, like, I need this. Got kids.
He got 2 pairs.
He got 2 pairs. Give me 2 pairs.
Oh, did you see the racist guy in Gwinnett County called the security guard a nigger? No. Oh yeah, that was. Woo. Yeah, that happened. He was leaving some institution, some government building. They told him to leave. He was standing outside, made a whole scene, called him the hard ER, and woo, yeah, it's getting there. So yeah.
Slowly but surely, we have moved back to the 1960s. And on that's why we need another Dr. King. Who gonna be it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not Dr. King. Because I'm like, y'all might be looking at the end and be like, you know what?
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
But we need leaders.
Yeah.
We need charismatic leaders.
Like, die. Wait. Ain't nobody said nothing about dying. Hold on. Like, wait. Hold on. So y'all sure y'all gonna put my name on this street?
And unfortunately, the worst street in the fucking state.
In every state.
In every state.
Oh, shit.
MLK Boulevard is always some shit going down.
Yeah, every time.
Which is really fucked up. I was like, why would y'all do that to his legacy? Like, I don't understand.
Hey, it's the system. It's the
It
system.
is the system. It is the
Redlining and all that bullshit.
It is. And on that, this has been another episode of the Sidebar Podcast with Miss Winnie and
Mr. Royce.
With Mr. Royce.
But no, for real, we gonna need one of y'all to stand up. We gonna need a Malcolm.
Yeah.
A Martin, a Malcolm, a Fred.
A Martin X.
Yeah. A Uncle Phil, whatever. We need something.
Allegedly.
Not Uncle Phil. Will.
Yeah, like Uncle Phil, and like J. Cole said, he really helped out a lot of people in the Ville. And it's for Uncle Phil. Like, he did a lot for us. And I don't know why J. Cole is beefing with Jay-Z, but we can talk about that next time.
Yeah, because I got to listen to it. I didn't listen to it.
I didn't listen to it either, but I know that they beefing. But, well, I guess what'll happen is this light skin on light skin crime.
That's crazy. Somebody told me it's hard out here for light-skinned women.
I don't believe that.
I didn't think so.
That's a lie. It is propaganda by the light skin machine to make you think that.
What's the light-skinned machine?
It's like Big Pharma. You know what I mean? Like, they go around and they put out propaganda that they don't have pretty privilege and
okay, before we go, I don't like pretty eyes. I think pretty eyes need to go. I think that
the term
no, that era needs to go. Just because you have pretty eyes doesn't make you pretty or attractive.
And I'm gonna buck you on that one. Talking about bucking the system, there is no such thing as pretty eyes. You mean light colored eyes or melanin deficient.
What? So yeah, I guess I am meaning light eyes.
You mean melanin deficient.
I'm assuming, yeah. But I was. So is you have.
So that's a part of the light skin machine. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, Big Pharma came to your town, then and they gave you out posters with that on there, and that's why you had said that.
So light skin. No, I mean, so you have to be melanin deficient to have light eyes.
No, but you not having dark eyes means that there is a lack of melanin in them. That's how we get our color. It's melanin. Even white people have melanin. They just don't have as much.
Okay. Look at that. Yeah. Teaching and shit.
Yeah, because it's really your eye color is based on the reflections in your eye. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, yeah, that means something. So, yeah, us people who have darker eyes, and the reason why most Black people have darker eyes is because of the sun. So we can absorb more of that sunlight, and we can actually see further out. And like the with evolution, those people, that's why people in like more Nordic places have the blue eyes, and they have less melanin because they didn't need to reflect the sunlight. They needed to absorb it. So that's why their eyes are lighter.
Niggas are spitting.
Just saying. So don't see pretty eyes, pretty hair is not a thing. It's big light skin machine. It's the colorism machine. And we're gonna talk about one day. We're gonna talk about colorism.
Yeah.
Because as a person who is of darker complexion, who has a lighter complexion, I am one of the darker women in my family. So I grew up around light skins. Oh yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But y'all by the water, ain't y'all? Your family from like beach water area?
No.
No?
I mean, the harbor don't count. It doesn't count. No. You've seen the harbor. No. No. Because technically, they from Cherry Hill, not Cherry Hill, the Westport, Mount Winans areas where my family is from. And if you were in Baltimore, that's South Baltimore, which is close to the water. However, it's the harbor. The harbor is, it's like Gotham City. You know what I mean? Like, it's not blue. It's brown. So this has been another episode of the Sidebar Podcast. So come back again next week.
Yes, please do.